Hello, welcome back to the vlog. Jackie and I have just woken up from a snooze in the back of the van after having a nice picnic, a nice little hamper that Jackie packed up, and we've been to Diddly Squat, Clarkson's farm. And I have to tell you, I really did like Clarkson's farm, the series and the book. Just what everyone said, actually not as busy as everyone said. We kind of rocked up about 12:30 on a Sunday afternoon when you'd expect it to be busy. Yeah, the car park was fine, straight in, no queues whatsoever. The car park, the slightly off-site car park field, loads and loads of room. And we just went for a look, really. Did we go in the shop and buy any souvenirs? No, because I wasn't going to queue. Yeah, I don't know, but it was a very, very long queue. Everyone was eating outside and drinking. Very, very popular. For us, it was just nice to have a Sunday off. Ironically, because we've got the classic car show on at Holmby, so the Falconry Centre was shut. Jackie and I walked the dogs this morning and just had a chilled out day. Funny enough, we've just been talking about Roxy the fox, and then the conversation went on to dogs and cats. And I said to Jackie, how many small animals and birds do you think domestic cats kill a year in the UK? And he said, I have no idea. 2 million. I said, I think it's 60 million. Have a look at this. Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. The word hunting in the UK is some kind of weird dirty word, and yet if you wanted to ban anything for the sake of wildlife without any head and shoulders above the rest, anything, a league of its own would be, unfortunately for those of you that love cats, would be releasing cats indiscriminately outside and not keeping them contained in some way. They're such a non-specific killer, and of course they're not doing it for food. They get fed. It's just their natural instinct. And people say, well, it's natural, Dave. The domestic cat isn't natural. It's a man-made species, if you like. And if you look at the natural range of similar cousins, if you look at wild cats, in my village alone, if we were talking an area for wild cats and it was a natural area, there would probably be one pair in the whole village. And then when you look at how many domestic cats are in one street, you can see it's so unnatural. It's a chasm of unnaturalness for the wider world of nature. They really are, whether you do love them or hate them, an absolute burden on our garden and countryside wildlife, bless them. But of course, it's not the cat's fault. It's the people letting them out indiscriminately, isn't it? Anyway, enjoy the rest of this week's vlog. So it's happened again. We parked, well, the line's getting nearer, but we parked so far away just to save my van getting more and more dense, and so we could have a little picnic in the back of the van. Now you could keep going, of course, all the way further there, but no. The next car, of course, has parked there. Not there, or there, or there, or there. But there. In other news this week, it was Dad's 80th birthday, as well as, of course, his identical twin brothers Pete's. 80 years old, and Jackie and I put on a nice barbecue for them and their family and friends, or our family and friends, up at the Falconry Centre on Friday, because Friday's the day of maintenance and we're shut, so no public in. And what a lovely setting to have a barbecue. And of course the marquee was there in case it rained, and it did rain all morning while Jackie and I set up, and then it stopped for the main event. So what a lovely time that was, and those guys really enjoyed it. And of course, what a nice place to hold, what a nice venue to hold sort of an afternoon barbecue when you've got all the animals, the plants, the birds, the lovely setting. So good times, relaxing times today. Back to work tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the video. So we might just do literally one circuit, Emily. So give me the hood. I don't want you. Go. Throw hard. So if he gets up at all, we're just going to call him back. Wave him if he looks around. Wave him if he looks around, both hands. So Dennis is putting the final touches on the wire mesh top. Hi Dennis. More signage to go on, and probably now in the autumn we'll get some black masonry paint and roller that silver mesh. Once you, obviously not on top of there, put it on the lawn, roll it with black masonry paint, and any mesh that's black just becomes invisible. Silver looks terrible. Not that it matters, because for our guest it's going to be open, but I'll show you that in a little minute. So I've just set a moth trap at the Falconry Centre. I haven't done hardly any moth, well, I've done one attempt this year, really poor. Just see if anything comes in. The trouble is, I've had to set it somewhere that'll be in the shade when I turn up tomorrow. If it's sunny, my favourite place, because I'm not going to be here early, everything will be cooked alive inside the trap in the full sun. So we've got, yeah, quite a lot of tree cover, but we'll see if anything sees it and what comes in, just out of interest. What is it, and tell us about it?
This is Specs, our well-named spectacled owl. Comes from the rainforest of South America, and definitely one of our most expressive characters. Very vocal and does that lovely little wiggle as well.
Lovely kitchen garden here at Holdenby. All for you to see as part of the weekend open days. We haven't got long. We open for the weekends in September and the rest of August, and then all done for another year. Beautiful settings. Come and see us while you still can in 2023. So we've got guests in today at the Falconry Centre on our top end experience, which is an eagle and vulture day. Birds like the Chilean blue eagle buzzard, Bentley the hooded vulture, who is, to be honest, usually one of the main stars of these days. Hello. Gorgeous as she is, and she flies beautifully. Of course, everybody wants to fly an owl and work with an owl, so a huge milky eagle owl certainly fills in the owl side of an eagle and vulture day. Hello, gorgeous. And of course, we've got an American bald eagle here who's going to fly lovely. You still blooming hear me. He doesn't fly to the guest gloves because bald eagles can be quite bitey. They've got a long range with that big old beak. So we fly him, you spectate with him flying, and then you are almost shoulder to shoulder with me as he whooshes in and lands on the glove as his grand finale. You've got to have the icons, the American bald eagle, of course, and of course the very special golden eagle, Zeus here. We don't fly him on experience days. He's my personal falconry bird, and I've never let him fly to sort of strangers willy-nilly. I want him to sort of be a bit standoffish. Should I lose him temporarily in the hunting season, I don't want to suddenly land on someone's shoulder, or rather at their feet, thinking he's going to get a free handout. Could be quite terrifying for some. But we finish with this guy hooded and a photo on the glove. We only run 3 people on our top end experience, and they get to feel the sort of you can actually sort of feel the power of a golden eagle, even with it just standing on your glove. It's that awesome sort of, it is the icon. So a great way to wrap up an eagle and vulture session for sure. Look at that. It's all been a bit crazy again lately. Whew, nice to have a little bit of time off. So finished the eagle and vulture day, or rather the morning. The girls are carrying on with a different kind of experience this afternoon, our hawk and owl encounter. I've got back in time to have a bit of cheese on toast, a cup of tea, and we've just come out down by the river, which is my, go-to relax. Whoa, there she Little Lily's there. She's having a nap. Meanwhile, Jackie is doing her favourite thing, picking blackberries to make more jam. So we'll see what we see. But you know what? It's just so relaxing for one's mind. There's Gudgeon down there feeding some roach. The Gudgeon there, just to the right, their little speckly backs. Beautiful little fish. Very much a bottom feeder, sifting through the sandy layers. All kinds of little crustaceans and worms down there. Look at it. Again, it's like an aquarium. Little tiny fry down here. That is just the most idyllic looking little pool, isn't it? Now in last week's vlog, I showed you a young black-tailed crebo that we'd brought back here from Rainforest Exotics to make up a pair. And what I'm really trying to show you now is a ginormous 8-foot yellow-tailed crebo, a cousin of that species. Look at this. Hang on. Look at this. The yellow-tailed crebo. Another one of those beautiful dry marcon species of snakes. Lovely yellow tail. Hold on, this is so hard to it's been in its water bowl, that's disgusting, it's all wet. Look at this. Now that is, I'm glad I'm going in the shower after this. This is a serious dry marcon. The yellow-tailed crebo, 8 feet long. It's got to be one of the biggest in the UK. It is an absolute Goliath and shows the potential of this amazing group of snakes. Ah, it's juddering so much. Hold on. Wow. Look at this for beauty. Absolutely huge colubrid snake. Drymarchon, lord of the forest, because these things bludgeon, bite, pin down and just consume their prey. Everything from little tortoises to frogs to fish to birds to mammals to other snakes. A huge yellowtail crebo that one day I'll get a damn good picture of for everyone to see. John the raptor rehabber from Australia, he sent us another image of a recent bird in, the current bird he's got in there, an Australian peregrine falcon, something quite different again that we see here in the UK. He's also sent me a link to his friend's social media page on Facebook, all about birds of prey in Australia, and this guy's wonderful photography of these amazing birds. So check that out if you're on Facebook. Go on there, have a look at some of those amazing images of some of those amazing raptors we just don't get to see here in the UK. And while we're on recommendations, this week's YouTube recommendation, have a look at this. This is a guy that I'm friends with on Facebook. He's an acquaintance and someone that worked with Steve Irwin himself. This guy's Facebook feed is fantastic. He's always out in the outback in Australia, filming these amazing crocodiles, right down to the beautiful golden finches. He's there on the ground, looking at, in among, some really good Australian wildlife. Check out this YouTube channel. It's brand new. Look at the footage, or rather the footfall it's getting already. This is the sort of stuff the privileged few get to film for people like us. So check that YouTube channel out, subscribe to that for sure, for some amazing images of some amazing Australian wildlife.
Look at her face.
This is an absolutely glorious animal. Look at this. Very lucky to have these captive bred smooth snakes here. Something very rare and unusual that here in the UK the public get a chance to see that they'll never see in their lives for real out in the wild. So at least they can appreciate, love and care for these amazing British reptiles. Our rarest British reptile. Like I say, unless you want to count vagrant sea turtles. Absolutely amazing species. Not stunning, not large, hard to sell. Hard to sell as in for public perception, I mean, the sale of conservation, not to sell them. People want to see something tiny and cute, huge or stunningly beautiful. So snakes aren't quite your thing. Not the best species, looks-wise, I guess, to kind of get the public on board. But if you love snakes, the subtle beauty of these smooth snakes really is. Really is, get in the camera, something else. Hope you've enjoyed the vlog this week, guys. As usual, if you haven't already, like and subscribe, comment below. Look at that. Look at that. Absolute gorgeousness. The smooth snake. See you next time.